No doubt when you do the handicapping on paper, your favorite coming in at even odds or even below would be Jimmy Shane in Miss Home Street. Brad, I'd put Andrew Tate in the mix there in the Delta Real Track at about 7-2, and I'd put Thompson in there about 8-1. I'd like that, but we'll see what happens. We're 15 seconds until 5 minutes.
We are indeed. We are counting down the last 10 seconds until the 5-minute mark. The lids are down. Detroit, buckle up. Here we go. It is the Detroit APBA Gold Cup Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer Hydrofest. Here we go. 5 minutes. First boat away from the dock. Tom Thompson driving a 11. The reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. He is away. So far he's coming alone. Now it's Bert Henderson away from the dock in the bright red U7. The line goes off the nose of Andrew Tate, as it does for Dustin Eccles. He is away. Now here's our first little game being played here. Jimmy Shane still sitting at the dock. They're not even trying, Jeff. Not even trying yet. We saw Tate do this to Shane in the Tri-Cities. He just hung there at the dock for a couple of seconds and let Jimmy worry about where he was. Now Shane's away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got them all, Jeff Haler. Let's go racing Detroit style.
4 minutes and 5 seconds until the start. The first boat out was the Chartreuse and Carnival Orange U11. Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. Tom Thompson, the chauffeur, out of Cambridge, Maryland. Shannon and Scott Rainey, the boat owners, out of Edmonds, Washington. Then the hometown boat, Dominant Red, owned by Dave Bardish, right down the street here in Detroit. It's the U7 Spirit of Detroit, Tri-Island Energy, Detroit Machinery Center. Bert Henderson drives out of Brockville, Ontario, Canada. The bright orange boat, 440 Bucket List Racing. Dustin Eccles shoes it out of Salton, Washington. Sharon and Kelly Stockland are the boat owners from Clearview, Washington. Walled Lake, Michigan's Andrew Tate in the dominant white, fluorescent orange and yellow trim. U9 Delta Real Track. Craft owners are Lori and Mike Jones out of Lake Tapps, Washington. The Joneses have their name on the Gold Cup in 01 with Mike Hansen, with local sponsor Tubby's Grilled Subs. The Home Street blue and white is U1 Miss Home Street. Driver Jimmy Shane, a native of Havre de Grace, Maryland, now resides in Covington, Washington. The craft owners are the citizens of Madison, Indiana, represented by Miss Madison Incorporated President Charlie Grims. Madison, Indiana has their name on the Gold Cup 4 times in 1971, 2014, 2015, and 2017. Brad, we're 2:10 away.
2:10 away from our start. You're right, Jeff Ayler. Great rundown of our boats. First thing I noticed when the boats came out on the race course, Andrew Tate has come down the front straightaway and turned left on the GP course every time. He did not this time, and he's going to go all the way down. And right now, if he can hold that position, Andrew Tate is sitting in 1. Jimmy Shane with 1:40 is coming up behind the field as they go down toward the Belle Isle Bridge. Tate might have put himself in lane 1. Let's watch, Jeff. You got him.
All 5 boats are up and running. The main thing here at the start, you don't want to jump the gun to take your stake away from the APBA Gold Cup. That would mean a 1-minute penalty. 5 boats set to go. All 5 are up and running. The hazy skies remain to the west with Detroit to the right, Windsor, Canada to the left. We're 1:10 away. Coming up now on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. 1-minute period has begun for the winner take all. Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers APBA Gold Cup. Brad Tate might be a little early. Looks like he wants 1. Then Thompson, Shane, Henderson, Eccles, bring him to turn 2.
That's the way I've got him as they come up the backstretch. Andrew Tate is leading the crowd up here with 38 seconds. I think he's going to be okay speed-wise. He is sitting in 1. Tom Thompson is sitting in 2. Then trailing the field, as you pointed out, is the Home Street Blue, the U1 Miss Home Street. Now he's got to make sure he's got a lane. It's going to get tight in there with Henderson. 20 seconds until our start. Everybody has now pulled up alongside with Andrew, with the exception of Jimmy. But Jimmy's going to come with a carload of outspeed. 11, 10, Jeff, Jimmy's in 3.
Looks to be an ideal start. Here we come. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, it appears to be a clean start. We're racing in the winner take-all final heat of the Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers APBA Gold Cup, the 2018 version. Tom Thompson led him across the line in lane number 2. Andrew Tate was second on the buoy row. 5 Rooster Tails thundering into turn number 1. Who gets there first? It's Walled Lake, Michigan's Andrew Tate on the inside in Delta Real Track. And here comes Jimmy Shane in Miss Home Street in lane number 3. Shane leads it. Tate in second. Thompson, we got an accident. No, we don't. I'm sorry, Brad. Bring Shane to the turn.
Back up the top end of the race course. It is Jimmy Shane on the outside. He blew around Andrew Tate, but Tate has got top end speed on him here. Tate's about a boat length back. Shane, Tate on the inside, Shane on the outside. It's Tate by 2 boat lengths.
We'll come down to complete lap number 1 of 5, and now Andrew Tate has taken the lead in the Delta Real Track. Jimmy Shane in second in Miss Home Street. I apologize to the fans here and watching online. Dustin Eccles hooked violently in turn number 1 in the bucket list racing. He is refired in 5th. Tom Thompson 3rd. Bert Henderson 4th. The top 2 in turn number 1 in Walled Lakes. Andrew Tate is there. Delta Real Track. Jimmy Shane still on his hip in 2nd. And now Tate exits the corner, making a 3 boat length advantage. Brad, we're a lap and a half in, 3.5 to go. It's Tate in front.
It is Tate out in front, and we're going to see that top end speed if he can open up, and he has opened up a little bit on Jimmy Shane. It is Tate. He's got him by about 4, maybe 5 boat lengths this time as he comes into the Rooster Tail turn. Tate is in here, hammering through the corner. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy is flying through this corner. You got Tate coming down to put 2 in the books.
Start was good for Michelle. 2 to go and 3 to go for Andrew Tate. Make it a 1 Rooster Tail advantage over Jimmy Shane in second in Miss Home Street. Tom Thompson remains in 3rd. Bert Henderson 4th. Dustin Eccles 5th. Walled Lake, Michigan's Andrew Tate, winner of the President's Cup here last year, trying to etch his name on the Gold Cup with his father, Mark Tate, who won here in 91 and 94, and he extends the lead, making a tail and a half. We're halfway through the Gold Cup. It's the local favorite in front.
2.5 in, 2.5 to go. The local favorite, Andrew Tate, out of Walled Lake, Michigan's got about a Rooster Tail and then a touch over Jimmy Shane. But anything can happen here in the Rooster Tail. Oh boy, did he fly it. He really picked up the front end. Tate's to the Rooster Tail. Nice line through the corner. Jimmy's been wild through this corner, and he's not slowing down at all. His Gold Cup may be going away. It's a Rooster Tail and a half, Jeff.
Lap number 3 is in the books. Andrew Tate leads it in Delta Real Track. Jimmy Shane in the 2nd spot in Miss Home Street. Brad, I look upstairs. The blue flag with the yellow diagonal stripe is out. I've not heard any indications at all of penalties. We'll call it physically. We are working into turn number 1. Andrew Tate extends this out. Now make it 2 Rooster Tails. Could there be a huge party in Walled Lake, Michigan tonight? We're 3.5 in, a lap and a half to go. Andrew Tate looking to etch his name on the Gold Cup.
He is looking to put his name on the Gold Cup. His dad's name is already there twice. Could it happen? But he's got a ways to go. He's got a lap and a half. He's also got 2 laps. He's got 2 Rooster Tails on Jimmy Shane. Entrance pin of the Rooster Tail. Apex. He's clean. Bring him down, Jeff. Give him the white flag.
I look upstairs. White flag delivered. 4 down. 1 more to go for Andrew Tate. Comfortably in front now in the U9 Delta Real Track. White flag for Jimmy Shane in Miss Home Street. Tom Thompson remains in third. Bert Henderson fourth. Dustin Eccles in fifth. It was a battle for 1 lap, and then Andrew Tate gained superiority the second lap on. The top 2 working their final lap here at the winner-take-all final of the Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers APBA Gold Cup. Could it be a taste of champagne for the local favorite? Andrew Tate a half a lap away from the Gold Cup.
Oh, he is a half a lap away from putting his name on the oldest active motorsports trophy in the world. The young man, I heard somebody up here called him Walled Lake Tate. Well, that's the kid. He would be so excited. He's flying the 9, walking the sponsons in front of the yacht club. He goes way wide. He's going to give it to the fans. Jeff, bring him home.
Checkered flag is waving. Here's your winner of the Metro Detroit Chevrolet Dealers APBA Gold Cup. It's Andrew Tate in Delta Real Track.
I'm gonna
second
these
place
fans up
will
here
go.
like that one. Yes, they like it, Jeff. They like it.
Second place will go to Jimmy Shane in Miss Home Street. Let's keep our eye on our 3rd, 4th, and 5th place boats, Brad. Tom Thompson in the Chartreuse and Carnival Orange right in front of the Yacht Club is in 3rd. But boy, Bert Henderson trying to hit this podium. Thompson slowing. Brad, I'll go ahead and take it here. Can Thompson hang on? Henderson is running out of time in the local boat. A battle for 3rd, and Henderson hooked and just went inside the buoy. Oh my, that'll be a 1-minute penalty. Thompson will get unofficial 3rd. Henderson, right now, Brad, would go back to the 5th spot as he went inside that orange marker in turn 2. So that would vault Dustin Eccles up to the 4th spot. But this blue flag with the yellow diagonal stripe is waving. Brad, what's that mean?
Well, we know what that blue flag means. That's the equivalent of a penalty marker in the football game. You see your quarterback throw the winning touchdown pass, but if you see a flag, you got to make sure there wasn't holding somewhere. So we've got to check that flag. But meanwhile, up the backstretch, we can hear all the horns honking for the young man from Walled Lake, Michigan. His name is Andrew Tate, and on the water, he did everything necessary out there. We'll find out from the officials what the blue flag is all about. But
Brad,
one thing's for certain, that 9 Delta Real Track is for real. It was fast, Jeff.
Brad, you go ahead and take it. I got to get this Chevrolet Sonic boogied up and meet you down the pit area for the awards. Brad, as always, I just love you so much like a brother. So tickled to work with you here again today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Detroit!
Thank you, Jeff Ayler. Would you all do me one big favor here? Jeff is some kind of special guy. Give it up for Jeff Ayler. I think they like you, Jeffy. I think they're going to invite you back next year. Wow, what a final. Andrew Tate right below us. He steps out of the cockpit, and the fist goes up in the air. Andrew, he's just beating himself on the leg. First crew member on the dock gets on the boat to him, and a big hug. Andrew is on the dock. He's just being hugged and spun around.